I knew I was going to be better. I knew I was going to get better. I knew I was going to get out of my destruction that I was in, the pain, the hurt that I was in, and I knew I was going to be okay. And I knew that even the people, places, and things that were causing me this pain were just playing their role.
Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds, try and keep your head up to the sky.
Good morning, good morning. I hope this video finds you well, whoever ends up seeing this video. I feel like I'm making it specifically for you. Of course, I'm doing it for myself and a timestamp for myself. But I feel like someone out here needs to hear this, so I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm going to find some place to sit my happy self down. It is currently like 7:30 in the morning. I'm an early riser, so I am going to take a walk. I'm on vacation in Miami, Florida, which is my hometown. I'm actually visiting my grandma and some family, so they're still sleeping. So I'm just going to go take a walk. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right to the point. I don't know if I'm actually going to post this video with me walking and talking, or if I'm going to just input or insert some pictures from the past leading up until today. But really the point of this video is for those of you who are down and out right now, whatever you got going on, okay, called life. Whichever one of you guys are literally going through a depression, like, you are, there's no denying it anymore. You tried to hide it. You tried to cover it up. You've tried your best to be positive. You're depressed, okay? You're struggling. You're saying it. You're not denying it, you know? You're admitting it. So that way, hopefully in efforts to reach to the other side and start to receive help, start to receive, you know, understanding, okay, what steps do I need to take? But you're struggling. You know, better days is not something that's in your forecast right now. You're acting out of character, and you keep acting out of character. You're fighting, you're arguing, you're crying a lot, male and female, like you're just crying, which there's nothing wrong with that. I prefer you cry than hold it in. And I heard that when you cry, you're supposed to let the tears actually drop. You're not supposed to continue like wiping them. I don't know. I feel like that makes a lot of sense to me. Because when you dry them, you're suppressing them. You're not giving them their moment to shine. And it feels like it needs to have more. I feel like the tears like have to work overtime to produce more, because you just are drying them before they can even reach your cheek. So no, let them fall. Let your body, let your mind, let your spirit acknowledge that you're crying and that you're here to release, and that you're making it a point to not hold anything in. Okay? That you're making it a point that you don't want to suppress your feelings, that you don't want to hold them inside, that you don't want to harbor them, and that your feelings are valid. The way you feel is valid. And if nobody else hears you, at least you hear you. So when you're crying, let them tears just drop, okay? I don't know who needed to hear that, but here it is. And this is not to any shade to anyone who post videos like this, but these are not videos of like me like telling the future and prophetic word. No, this is literally stuff that I've been through, and every single time that I get out of the other side of something that I've been through, 9 out of 10 I'm gonna post it, not only for you guys but for me. Okay, so this is just me living my little 34-year-old life, and some trials and tribulations that I maybe have been through, and maybe not always trials and tribulations. It could be good things, it could be ideas, endeavors. But whatever it is, it's just to show that we are all going through the same thing, okay? We're all experiencing this life, and it may be a little different, give or take, but there's always something that we can learn from each other or be inspired by each other. So if you're having a moment right now where you're really down and out, okay? It seems like it's not getting better, it's getting worse. You're depressed. Your vibration is low, okay? Doesn't matter how many times you plug yourself up to your charger, your vibration is low. There's a malfunction in your battery charging, okay? All those things, all those physical things to help us understand the spiritual things within us, right? I'm here to tell you today that, like I said, I'm from Miami, Florida, but I reside in Atlanta, Georgia now, and it's been the most best experience. And if you actually watch my channel, you will see it has been year to date at least 6 to 7 years from when I actually started posting. So all the ones that you see, well, I don't know when you watch this video, you may watch this years from now, but the point is, the video is all the way at the bottom. You will see me speaking about the days that I'm living today. So I know it sounds cliche and I keep saying it. I don't care if you're male or female. Start recording your journey. Start journaling it. Some people are better at writing. Some people are, like me, are impatient. Sometimes me trying to get my thoughts out, I don't write fast enough to get my thoughts out. So I may just not get all of it out that I could possibly get when recording. But that's why I keep saying to do it. Because sometimes, even just talking to other people, you leave like your little bit of energy that's inside of your battery. Look at this duck. Only in Miami, for real. That was funny. Even when you're explaining these things and voicing these things and your ideas, your endeavors, your feelings, like how I'm expressing right now, you're depressed, you're not in the best state, your little bit of battery is already having issues charging, remember? So a little bit that you have reserved, you just used it, and 9 to 10, you're not going to get the response that you want, okay? Not everyone is equipped to comfort, to help you make that change, to give out a hand, to extend the shoulder to cry on, or even have time, because they're in the middle of a rustle and bustle, and 9 to 10, they're probably going through stuff too. So you guys are just bouncing off your depression and your unfortunate events, or you may even feel a little bit melancholy because that person's just going to slap a "you'll be all right" sticker and keep it moving while their life is actually thriving. So you actually feel even more disencouraged, right? So that's why this journey is so important, and this journey is for you. And I promise you, you're going through it because God's trying to show you something. I'm not going to sit here and say something else is trying to show you something. I have to be real about it. Like, I personally believe in God. So God is trying to show you something. So instead of, like, I want you to always keep that at the forefront moving forward. I want you to adopt the verbiage of the words moving forward too. I notice that I use that a lot when I speak. Moving forward, because I'm really telling myself that right now is not going to be forever. Right now, this problem at hand, it could be something simple too, like shopping somewhere, and moving forward, I'm going to shop here instead. It could be something from something as small as that to relationships. It could be how I handle myself in relationships, how I deal with people in general. Moving forward, I use that verbiage a lot. Okay, so journal, move forward. Use that word to show yourself this is not going to be like this forever. Okay, this is a step in the journey that God is putting me through. Okay, take accountability and start to hear God's voice. Stop rejecting. Stop treating everything with contempt. Like, oh, this doesn't mean this, and this is not connected to that. No, all of this is connected. Okay. The harvest that we're eating from, the fields that we have planted seeds in, is all connected. So get that through your thick skull as well. But this video is not to come down on you. This video is simply to tell you that you're going to come out on the other side. I promise. I promise. You're going to come out on the other side. So I'm walking through the very same streets that I thought I would never come back to again. Okay? I don't know what it is about this one experience today, this week of me visiting Miami, that is just different. Every single time that I visited, right? Because I moved, and then this is still my hometown. My family still lives here. So I have to take the responsibility of visiting my family. They come and visit me too, but I'm the child. So I need to come visit my parents. I need to come visit my grandmother. And my son still has a lot of family who lives here. So sometimes he comes with me, sometimes he comes without me. But I'm saying all this to say that I never thought that I would feel the way that I feel walking up and down. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go vlog for my community right now, for myself as a timestamp, because I knew this day would come. I just didn't see it happening, and I wasn't rushing it because I was just so excited and elated that I even got out. I refer to like here as Egypt. It's funny, but it's really not. Like, I'm dead serious. I refer to like Miami as Egypt, and me and my journey, like even entering into Atlanta. I don't know if that's going to be my last place of residing, but it's definitely my place of healing. Definitely a city that has been so amazing to me and is leading me towards my path of clear-mindedness, you know, where I actually resonate more with the people around me, even if I don't know them from a can of paint, you know, towards Atlantic Canaan. I feel like this place, there's no way I'm going to reach Atlantic Canaan living here. That's what I used to tell myself. I don't know if you're familiar with that, the Bible stories of, you know, they were freed from Egypt, a place of just slavery. They prayed for the days that they could get out of there. Then God finally saved them, released them. You heard all the stories about Pharaoh, and after the 10 plagues is when he finally, his heart was softened to release them. And that is when they started their journey to the promised land, the land of Canaan. But they weren't able to do it while in slavery. So in the same way, I relate my life to that. So I'm here to tell you today, you know, you will. I have came here this time, and I've visited maybe at least 5 times since the span of me moving, and, you know, my family comes and visits me, whatever. Your family will accept the changes that you're going to need to make. Maybe not right up front, but they will. Your friends will accept the changes that you need to make right now in order for you to have a better day. Maybe not right now, but they will. And even though it's hard for the changes that you need to make, I promise you later, it will be all worth it. And you will be able to come out on the other side looking all like rejuvenated, letting people see you in your light, letting yourself see you in your light. For me to see myself in this way, when I'm telling you, I used to make videos looking crazy. I'm actually gonna do both. I'm gonna have videos and pictures of me from the past, and I'm gonna have myself showing here, because I knew I was gonna be better. I knew I was gonna get better. I knew I was gonna get out of my destruction that I was in, the pain, the hurt that I was in, and I knew I was gonna be okay. And I knew that even the people, places, and things that were causing me this pain were just playing their role. Half of the time, either they didn't even know they were causing me pain, or they were literally just actors in a play to push me into the life that I live into now. They were used. So now those same very people, I can actually, and even through this trip, we have come to terms. We have closed doors that no longer serve us. We're not fighting anymore. We actually are cordial, but even a little more than cordial, have each other's back, realize, okay, I was wrong. We both or all took accountability, the ones that are still standing, you know, we actually visit. We can share a text message back and forth. We now have each other's numbers. This is family, friends, co-workers, some co-workers, not all. We still ain't all the way there yet, but the people who are important, right? You know, even just everyone. I don't want to get to in my personal life, but I'm telling you, things that I could never see getting better, but I knew that they would. But it getting better with other people, places, and things was not my main focus. Like, oh, how can I fix this relationship? How can I fix this thing? No. What was most important is my well-being. The most important was, okay, you need to be happy. We can fix, and we can worry about how we're going to salvage this later. My mindset was never to get back at anybody. And I think that's why God had my back. My plea was literally just help me be better. Change me. If I need a couple beatings, beat me. Strip everything away from me that I'm not supposed to have, and please, please, God, give me what it is that I can use to help better myself. Please. It wasn't like get back at this person, oh, they're going to learn that I'm not the one. No, never. I can't wait for them to see how I'm doing now. No. If they end up seeing how I'm doing now, I love you. But my main priority was me first. And it still is. It was never to tit for tat. So I think that mindset is really important to adopt, and to really understand that your humbleness towards you and God right now, and your reverence and your surrendering is super important right now. But I promise you, you will come out on the other side. This situation will get better. If you're, I don't know, I see a lot of people going through transitions right now with moving, actually. So I feel like I'm perfectly equipped to share this. I'm telling you, I went through this. They're living with family members and friends right now, so they're uncomfortable. They don't necessarily have their own space right now. You know, finances is increasing. Inflation is increasing. Therefore, the mind having to really apply yourself to increase your finances and to increase your income, it needs to come into play. So I understand that could be very stressful, right? Children are growing up, children are moving out, children are moving in, back in, having new children, and like situation maybe not the best. I'm speaking to all of you guys, having new children, a lot of pregnancies happening right now, right? So, and there's fear that comes with being pregnant. Like, am I even equipped to even do this? I am not ready to be a mother. All these things, I'm telling you, it's going to be okay. My son is 14 now, and I used to start making these videos, and I think from the day that I urinated on the stick, I was like, I am not equipped for this. But you don't have the choice once you're deemed a mommy. You become a mommy not the day that you're on the delivery table, the delivery bed. You become a mommy the day that you find out. All the actions, all the people, places, and things that you're around. I keep harping on it. I keep saying it, and I'll probably keep saying it, especially now, especially if you're a mommy. It is so important to just narrow down and get all that in line while that baby is still in your stomach. You don't want to be doing that when your baby is here and you're just now starting to put people, places, and things in check. No, have all your ducks in a row, okay? God has a package not only for mommies, but for everybody. Young people that are just like, you guys are starting to bump your heads now. You're starting to realize everything that your mom and dad was telling you all these years, they weren't being annoying. They actually were trying to help you. Yeah. Now you kind of made your little bed and you laying in it and you don't like it. It's okay. I promise you're going to get out of it. It's going to be better. These are all lessons for us. We all had them. You're going through them. I promise you. Through this weekend, through these vibrations, I'm just throwing them at you so that way you can get some, so your batteries can charge, so that way you can know, like, okay, if she did it, I could do it. And I want you to get on and find somebody else who did it, so that way you can know that you could do it. I don't care if they're even someone at the grocery store, and you could just point out, okay, like, or you overhear a conversation, or you watch another podcast or something to really show you, okay, no, I can come out of the other side. I don't want you really listening or talking or conversing with people that are either in with the situation you have going on, or their focus is not in getting better. And if anything, they're here only to tell you that like any of your ideas, your endeavors, and how you feel is not valid. Kind of shushing you up. No. And you don't necessarily need to discuss these things. You need to feel these things. You need to see them. I need you to use your other senses right now, okay? Your ears and your eyes, not your mouth too much during this time. Because right now you are a student. Right now you are actually learning. Right now you are actually declaring that this is now your healing time. In efforts to get to a today that is just peace, tranquility, not scared. Not like, oh my gosh, like I'm afraid. I'm embarrassed for even people to see like what I've amounted to. You know, I know I should be in a better place or thing right now. I'm this old and I'm this old and I'm not even where I should be at this age. I'm still single, you know. I'm still living whatever. I promise you, if you make it a point today, actually, this may be the sign that you've been waiting for. Today is the day that you need to know, and you need to put in your mind that moving forward, it will get better. Okay? I love you so much. As I walk up and down the streets that I thought I would never, ever feel this comfortable. Actually feel like, I mean, I still want to go home. Don't get me wrong. I have my cats and my dogs and my home at home waiting for me, my bed. But I'm not in a rush to leave. And I'm telling you, there was days that this is the very streets that I was crying and like, I don't even have enough money to leave if I wanted to. Okay? I got eviction on my record, so even if I wanted to get up and move, I can't even apply for apartments right now because I got evictions. I have this little small child that needs stuff, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to give it to him. Things like that were the things that I was going through, walking up and down these same streets, that now I'm able to get on here and tell you those are no longer my situations, and that for you, it will be the same. Okay? I promise you, it's going to get better, okay? I love you so much. So much, okay? And big hugs to my collective, and I will definitely catch you on the next one, okay? Bye.